host of the Y.A.N.G podcast. For now, solo. But so today I wanted to talk about something that is quite. I find it interesting, though it's something that I've been thinking about for quite some time now. Quite some time is roughly 2-3 years, and I thought it's something I've been thinking about for quite some time. Nilikuwa nimekata off kidogo, kuna kitu nimesoma ikani, but anyway. Yes, now I'm the kind of person, like I've covered in the other episodes na nini, where you don't think you deserve to be alive, so you don't start living. And for me imekuwa the biggest challenge to adjust to now start living. Even with the people around me, I normally say, I think I started living 2 years ago. Like I'm still very young. So when someone is asking me, why are you not married? Why don't you have kids? I feel like I'm so young. I'm still so young because I feel like I started living the other day. So the topic of today was, the title is waiting to live. Waiting to live. Like waiting to live. Unangojea ndio uanze kuishi maisha yako. And I wanted to tackle it in different ways. For me, zenye zimefanya nikuwe na delays in terms of living. One of them ni money. Money. Someone coming from a poverty mindset, not even coming from someone who has been raised in poverty, una grown a poverty mindset where you think every time you want to buy something, every time you want to indulge, every time unataka kurudishia mwili shukrani, you think something is going to happen, something negative is going to happen to make sure that you recoup, you may recoup easily do. Like the first time I went to buy myself my cooker, na ni kitu nilikuwa nimesavia, like I had planned for years. I had saved because I love cooking and baking. I also have a channel, by the way, for cooking, inaitwa kitchen therapy. Yes, now ni kitu nilikuwa nimebudgetia for some time, but the day that I went to buy this cooker, I was just waiting. Maybe nitatoka tu hapo nje nikanyage ndizi and then I fall. Like I was just waiting for something negative to happen. Maybe hata itafika kwa nyumba explode. Hiyo tu poverty mindset, like money. Waiting, hiyo kusema you wait until you have money so that you can start living. Man, that is a crazy thing, because you find it's so challenging, because some things you can't help. Like I said, growing up in poverty is not a choice ama something something that you can say you can work with, like ati hii ni kitu ukiwa mtoi na nini utajitoa. So you find the damage is already done by the time you're an adult. Unapata already uko na poverty mindset, uko na scarcity mentality. Like every time you're not living, you're not enjoying life. Ati siku hizi unapata maybe once in a while I might decide to just take myself out to buy myself a cup of coffee or a cake slice or lunch or something, bora tu, like hiyo kitu itanipatia anxiety for the whole week before I actually go and buy it. But the good thing is I will go and buy. I will go and buy, because kitambo I wouldn't. I was always waiting to leave. I was waiting for the day that I can say ati niko na do enough zaku to start living. And the challenge with that as well, if you grow up with that mind and you don't meet people when you wanakuchanua for you to get out of your space, your mental space, that you're waiting for you to get your first million so that you can buy yourself something nice, or you're waiting for you to get your first 50K so that you can treat yourself, you're waiting for you to get your first 100K so you can take your family out. Why, if you don't meet people who are going to chanua you out of that craziness, man, where your life is so boring. Your life is so boring. Okay, for me, my life was so boring before I did. And then the funny thing is, you might never even change, because I have people around me who still have that mentality in their 50s, in their 60s. Na unapata ati sahi ndio mtu anaona ako deserving for a new shoe. Like you don't need to wear out your shoe kabisa until itoboke, until imeinama kabisa for you to buy a new shoe. I don't know if you're getting how crazy that is. Because hii kusema you're waiting for money, waiting for you to get this amount of money for you to start living. Man, utapata life imekupita and you've not lived. And the crazy part for me when it comes to this waiting to live and depression, you might find yourself, even, which is one of my biggest fears, you might find yourself even in your 80s, in your whatevers, and you feel like you wasted your whole lifetime. Like waste lifetime yako yote waiting for that day when you'll start living. Now even then you might find whatever you're waiting for is not enough. The amount that you want to get is not enough for you to start living. So you start regretting your whole life. Unaanza kusema hata heri ningemalizana na hii story kitambo, cause right now honestly maybe I'm too old to do the things that I wanted to do, or maybe I didn't even get that amount of money to even actually start enjoying life. Wacha nikwambie, I think nimechanuka, like being the recent years I've been exposed to people who wengine tu ni spendthrifts, but they live like hiyo mwezi the month enye ako, the day enye ako, the week enye ako, they live it to the fullest. They live it, kama ni kitu wanataka kubuy, they buy it and then they figure out the rest later. I still can't. I'm the person who wants to know hii coin imeenda wapi, imefanya nini, imefanya, because I need that targeted amount of money for me to feel like I can start living. Well, by the way, not forgetting, the reason this nini came to mind was the other day I was writing down the different things in my life that I can say right now, maybe I could say I've regretted doing them, or not doing them, or not engaging in different things. Na ndio hii thought ilinikujia, and I felt like I've been waiting to live. I've been waiting for things to align so that I can start living. And the funny thing is, things are already aligned kitambo. Like hata kama mi sioni, I know through God, the universe, and everything else in between, things are already where they're supposed to be. So ukiwa hapo umepanic, ukiwa hapo na stress zako zote, you're still waiting for things to align. For now, this first topic ya money, because now I went deeper, like I was like, what have I been waiting to live? Ni nini nimekuwa nikingojea ifanyike so that I can start living? And one of them ilikuwa money. Like I wanted to at least get some amount of money enye naweza sema now I can spend whatever is left over of that amount. Now the jobs that we're having, the like mali tuko where we are right now financially, the targets that I had for myself, I've still not even achieved half of them. Like ile target nilikuwa nayo, the amount, I've not even gotten to half of it. And if I say I keep waiting, naona tu miaka zikisonga tu, because I started working when I think it was 20, I was 20, 2019 nilikuwa how old? 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 25, 2024, 6 years minus. So I started working when I was around 24 years old. Like that is later in life. I was around 24 years old. Not even 24. Yes, I was around 24 years old. And don't mind that kelele enye unasikia, because I don't know what is happening. Every time I start recording, ndio watu wanakumbuka kuna vitu walikuwa wapigilie kwa, I don't know. Anyway, like I started working when I was 2023, and right now, like even the salary I started with, ilikuwaga inakuliwa yote na transport. So you're not even able to save like a coin. You're not able to set aside some few coins to say that these are for a rainy day. Then the next job ndio hiyo enye ilikuwa na workplace politics. So the few coins that you had saved when I resigned from that job, yote ikatumika hiyo those months that I wasn't even working. Which I'm grateful I was able to save a few coins here and there, because zilishikilia for about 6 months. Anyway, and now you're in a new job, and then not forgetting pia, when you are jobless, not in between jobs, before, like ukimaliza campus to join, what is it called, the workforce, like for 1 year I was jobless. So umekopa sijui nani umekopa nani ndio ulipe sijui nani. So even in my second job I was still paying debts that I had taken to cater for my life when I was jobless. So bado unapata the few coins that you're able to save hata hazimake dent towards the target that I had set for myself, like nikifikisha hii amount I'll be able to start living. Anyway, now I'm in my third job, and the funny thing, or the good thing, when I started this job, I think nilianzia na the mentality, I'm doing better. I'm going to live. Like I'm going to enjoy myself. Because the other day I was looking at my the 2 coins I've been able to save, and nikasema, like I've not reached where I wanted to, but I've been able to, vile nilikuwa nasema, I've been able to buy the things that I thought I'd wait until I get this amount of money for me to buy them. So hata kama sina hizo coins, I can look around in the house and say I have that thing that I wanted. I can look around the house and say I have that bag, or I bought myself this type of dresses, or I started living kidogo kidogo. Like saizi siumwi sana nikienda nipate kiatu smart. I'm like, hata kama I'm saving, I can still buy this shoe, and the world is not going to collapse. Anyway, as I'm still working towards scarcity mentality to get rid of it, because the other day I also wanted to buy myself a fridge, a nice one, a big one. Anyway, a big fridge, because I also love baking, like I said, na itatumia a lot of space, and I also love buying things in bulk. Like I said, poverty mentality. You're like, you need to have stock in the house. Shit can happen, so you need to have his backup. So I'm like, I need a good big nice fridge for me to be able to stock things. And the other day nilikuwa naangalia hadi Jumia offer zao na nini, and I'm like, nani kibai alafu this and that happens, what is going to happen? Am I going to now start selling the fridge? I know, like my nini, I'm still working towards getting rid of that mentality. But that is my 1.1. Don't wait until you make this amount of money for you to start living. Enjoy it pole pole and responsibly, like alcohol, drink responsibly, completely be responsible, but don't wait. And then the other motivation for this was, every day unasikia sijui a young person passed on, sijui a young person is going through this type of illness, sijui a young person is going through the next or the next one. And you're like, man, these people are young, these people are my age or even younger. Huyu ni msee hata hajaenjoy life. Then you turn around and the mirror is asking you, when do you enjoy life? When do you enjoy, like right now, when do you enjoy life? Can you say that you've had the things that satisfy your soul? And I'm like, no, I was waiting for me to get to this point so that I can buy this, or I can do that, or I can do the next. So, hapo tumesema, money, don't wait until you make a certain amount of money for you to figure it out. Start figuring it out mapema. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa the heaviest. The other one was a season. I think ni ile alignment bado. A season. Don't wait for a certain season in your life for you to start maybe investing, or for you to work towards something. Work towards it from the get-go. When you're able to, just work towards it. Whatever you think you can do, go after it. Don't wait until sijui ni season gani ndio you start feeling like you can now do something or the next. Because kitu yenye nimekuja kulearn, for me, seasons, they can cheat you. Unaweza dhania ni season ya good luck charm, but they can cheat you. And then when you wait, no matter how long you wait, there are people who are taking risks every time and every day, na wanaishi maisha hata mzuri kukuliko juu walitake hiyo risk mapema. So don't wait for sijui a season for things to align. For me, I know this one nilikuwa nangojea. I've always still I'm always waiting for the time that I feel in my soul this is the right time to do this. But unakuja kuangalia someone else who did the same thing that you wanted to start your time, they're being successful, or wanapata their way through, because amekuwa akiwork towards that. Wewe unangojea sijui season fulani ifike ndio you start working towards something. You find other people who have been working towards it for years, they're now being successful, and then now you have to start. So kama ni kitu ingekutake 5 years, if you started 5 years ago, right now maybe you could be having it, or you could have the lessons and the experience to know that this thing would not have worked for me. But now you're starting 5 years later, which means you'd achieve your dream 5 years to come. Which means technically, if you had started the time that you wanted to start, unge save yourself 10 years. Now you see now your 10 years, it's not your time. You're living on borrowed time. So don't wait for a season. Don't wait for a location. In the third one, location. I always thought by the time I'm this big age of mine, I would have maybe traveled to a different country. I'd be living in a different type of culture. I'll be enjoying this type of life, and maybe then I'll be able now to submit my scripts. I'll be able now to start acting, to start auditioning. And in as much as I'm telling my younger self, I'm also telling my old self right now. I can go to the auditions. I can now take the initiative, to work with script writers, because I love movies, I love directing. But I've been waiting for me maybe to go to places like Canada or Australia or the UK or even the USA for me to be able now to start working towards these things. And I'm like, no, no, no. We need to start working now. The place that we are at, saizi mali tuko, the location, the time, the money, that is when we're starting to work towards this. I feel like a motivational speaker, and though I don't like motivational speakers. Ugh. But anyway, however it is, yes, don't wait for that location. Don't wait for, no, this is the fourth one, the fifth one. Don't wait for the right job for you to start doing things. Do them as you're going. By the right job, I was listening to a certain TikToker the other day, and she was talking about she's been wanting to go to work for a certain company to get a certain position in that company, and now she has invested in sijui ni corporate staffing. Like he paid them to take care of her LinkedIn, CVs, and things of that sort, so that she can get this job, so that she can get this amount of money, so that she can get. So I'm like, this is the same thing I've been telling myself. Like, this kwenye nitaemployiwa na UN, ndio I'll get the good money, ndio I'll start now living. I'll start enjoying myself. And I'm like, when I was listening to her, knowing where I'm at, I'm like, oh, sweetheart, sweetheart, sweetheart. Maybe it'll give you some level of gratification or satisfaction that you've gotten what you've wanted your whole life. But still, if you still like, itakuja na ile ya realization ya iklik ati, yeah, now I can do this. No, you have to start from the get-go. I know the challenge you're starting some of the things that we want to do in life, but for this one, mi nakwambia living the basics, the things that bring you joy, going to parks to walk with people, going to zinaitwaje studios kuchora na watu, going to dances. Anyway, if anyone from Thika knows dance classes, someone who offers them, especially in the evening, I really want to go to dance classes. And I don't want contemporary dances. I want the kina wanitagwaje waltz, I want the tango, hizo the old classics. Hizo ndo nataka kujua saizi. Like hizo, I love those type of dances. Like every time I watch a movie and then they start dancing, you are couples, oh my god, I know how to dance momboko. So msiseme nataka tu western dances. I know how to dance momboko and I love it. And if hizo classes ziko na momboko pia, let me know. I've been trying to find those classes so that I can join them for my own sanity, because I love the music and also it brings me some level of joy. So goes back to living. Don't wait until this and that and the next for you to start living. For that one, tulikuwa tunaongelelea about the job. Don't wait until you have the what you consider the right job for you to start living. You just do it. I love going back to Jules from Over 25, and I don't know her personal life, but she has done so much all at once that every time I see her in a project or I see her talking about something that she's working on, vitu kama hizo, I'm like, this is feels like the right thing to do. Because like she loves painting, she loves music, she loves this, she loves videos, she loves podcasting, and she's able to do all of these things. And maybe she waited, yeah, it was in mondolea, maybe she waited, but the fact that she's able to do that, even like Over 25 vile alikuwa anasema, she just started it, even without the backing, even without the background, you just do it. Kama inakuletea joy, cause for her, she says these things, being a creative ndio inampatia the joy and the feeling alive. Just do it, just do it. That is goes for me and for you and for you. Kama kuna vitu umekuwa we wanted to work towards, just start doing it. The other thing motivate towards start living. I work for in the hospitality industry, na niko under sales, which means I'm in bookings as well. Like I do a lot of booking for clients, and maybe these are rich clients. I do not know, but the fact that unapata kuna dads, kuna moms, kuna families that decide to just come and splurge the whole weekend. They enjoy themselves, they do the things they like, and then when you're interacting with them, they're like, hey, by the way, tumekuja huku this time, next time tunaenda sijui whatever hotel, next time tunaenda sijui wapi, next year sijui we are going this, like every Sunday, every month, they are going somewhere. They're going somewhere to just enjoy each other's company and just to enjoy life. Hiyo ni kitu ingine motivate sana to start living. I don't want to copy their lives because I might not match their budget, but the little that I can do, I am doing it. I am doing it. Sitaki kungojea tena. The other thing that people normally say they are waiting for them to start living, even maybe without even them knowing that they are postponing their enjoyment, ni weight stroke appearance. Kuna watu wanakuaga all the time, including myself. You're waiting for you to get to a certain weight range. You're waiting for you to get to a certain appearance, figure, ama shape. You're working towards it with your gym instructor for you to start wearing nice dresses, for you to stop wearing those baggy clothes, for you to stop maybe to leave and let your hair down, for you to. And the other day, kwanza mimi, I think this is, but we are working towards it. The other day, I saw someone with my type of shape. I was very insecure about the way I look. So I saw several people with my type of shape wearing things that I thought someone with my type of shape might not look good in. So I've been saying nikifikisha weight limit fulani, nikikaa shape fulani, reduce parts fulani, ndio I might be able to look nice in this type of outfit. And naenda kupanda basi super metro, and this chick comes and she has my shape, na amedunga the things that I've been wanting to dunga, and she looks great. So I'm like, what have I been doing with my life? What have I been doing with my life? Because I should have been nilikuwa nafaa kuvaa hizi vitu tangu kitambo. Yeah, because I've been waiting for me to lose my weight. I've been waiting for me to look a certain way. I've been waiting for my waist to look snatched. But nakutana na dame, I'm not saying she was fat, but she has the type of body shape that I do. And she's clad so nicely in things that I thought I would never look nice in because of my shape, not because of anything else, because of my shape or my weight. And I'm like, I need to recalibrate. I need to look at things differently because, no, 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 no. This one is not fair. So, yes, now back to you, the listener. Don't wait. Maybe if you're thin and you want to get a bigger body, or you have a bigger body and you want to get thin, don't wait until you get to that point. Kitu yenye imenipatia motivation nowadays, which I think itaingia kwa my last point, imenipatia motivation and better self esteem, is learning to dress my size and my shape. Learning to dress, to work with, like, ukijua, unaona, sasa naweza sema aje, kuna watu wako na shape fulani na kuna nguo zina wasuit better. Kuna mtu akivalia, you see like someone with my shape, and you wear vitu baggy, tops baggy, sijui nini baggy na nini, you end up looking fatter than you actually are. I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, if you don't know the type of clothes you should be wearing, if you're top heavy, you should wear something that is usually bottom heavy. Na top zako zikuwe a little bit not too tight but fitting. Tops hata kama ni spaghetti tops, hata kama ni whatever you're wearing, the tops should be more fitting than the bottoms, because unapata most of the time if you're top heavy and then you wear something bigger, we end up looking like Mr. Peanuts huku nje, because your two legs ni tudogo, then uongezee bulky things on top, you're making it worse. So learning to dress my shape, which I had to learn the hard way, imenisaidia a lot. Imenisaidia a lot with self-esteem. So now I don't need to wait until sijui I look like what to wear a crop top. Kuna crop top za mtu like shape yangu, and these things you can get them online depending with the way you look. You can get the measurements from kama si tuliendaga kwa, I think ni ilikuwaga dress, mse anauza dresses, and she did our measurements for free. She did our measurement na nini, according to the measurement I'm supposed to be to have a figure 8, but the way my Kikuyu arms are made, eh, inaharibu hesabu. Anyway, so so I'm supposed to be having that figure 8. So I'm supposed to dress with that nini in mind, that figure 8 in mind. However, like I said, my arms, my upper arms especially, they are they are very pronounced. They are very Kikuyu. So I can't just wear a figure 8 and look nice. Like, of course I can look nice, but look as nice as someone who is actually a figure 8 with smaller arms. So I have to also consider that I have bigger arms for me now to look the best. So hiyo imesaidia sana, na sasa finally inakuja kwa self esteem, which is my biggest battle with waiting to live. I'm the kind of person who couldn't even laugh out loud because I have brown teeth, because I'm like, of course I laughed out loud, but I usually had my hand covering my mouth. But juzi ndo najua kwani watu wamekuwa wakiona nini when I'm talking na nini, see, they can see my teeth. I laugh with the same juicy. I met with this chick. She's also from Nakuru and very nice and well spoken. And she also have very brown teeth, like the Nakuru signature of brown teeth. And I'm not talking about the two easy kubwa za hapa mbele. I'm talking about the entire mouth is brown. And she was selling products. Zilikuwa za kampuni gani? Because they were beauty products. And she was smiling. She was so pretty. And I was there looking at her, like I even went and said hi. Of course, I didn't mention her teeth, but I went and said hi and talked to her. And I was like, the whole time I was like, why have I been waiting for me to even smile at people? Because meno zangu ni za brown. By the way, my old photos, I'm not even smiling. Juzi ndio I started smiling. Because meno zangu ni za brown, like I'm not going. I'm like, watu huku nje, alafu even before then, but most of them that I met like that were usually men. Unapata sijui walikuwa Wahindi ama ni Waarabu wa wapi. There's the thing they eat that is usually red or dark brown, by the time they're done with it, their entire mouth in a cast juu ya aje. And I've met several like that, and they don't even care. So at the back of my mind, I'm always like, eh? But meeting that kachile, I was like, no, 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 no. You've waited too long. You've been waiting for too long for you to start at least embracing life as it is. So basically today those are the topics that I wanted to discuss. Like the topic is waiting to live. You shouldn't, because you don't even know where, like you don't know your timeline. Like tomorrow might be your end, and umekuwa hapa tu ukipanic na no, just live, just enjoy life. Kama umekuwa ukitaka kujitreat, kama umekuwa ukitaka kujipeleka out, kama just do it. Just do it. The other day, it was on a Sunday, the last Sunday, but sasa I don't know when this episode is going to air, but one of these Sundays, I was in the house and it was a very emotionally charged day. I do have some of those days. I don't know what usually happens, but unapata tu hiyo siku you're very, very emotional. And kitambo, I used to just, inaitwaje? Don't mind the noise. Ugh. I used to just sit in the house, mop and feel sad and not even, like uko tu processing the entire thing. But this Sunday, the minute I noticed I was feeling sad, and it is not back to the topics of depression, no. This is just a regular sadness. Like mwili yako imechoka, the week has been crazy. Umechoka, una feel too drained completely. And the only way your body can express it, because now I don't do alcohol to, to relax. I can do alcohol to fall asleep, but I don't do alcohol to relax. It does not relax me. I don't do weed. I don't do. So most of the time, I engage in something that it's interesting. I might cook something. I might paint. I might. But hiyo ni siku yenye umechoka and you don't even have a way to express your emotion. So what I did, I first of all I checked if Java wamefika Thika because I left them saying wanakuja Thika. Nikapata bado wajafika. So I was contemplating between going to Java TRM or just treating myself within Thika. Eventually nikaona ilikuwa around saa 5. By the time nafika TRM, it's a Sunday, kumejaa watu na nini, wacha niji. I just decided to go and have a nice lunch by myself. And I enjoyed it, every minute of it. Now, by the time I was coming back to the house, I was feeling better, mostly because umetoka nje, umekutana na watu, umeinteract nao, but mostly because ilikuwa tu, naweza semaje, nimekaa tu kabla sijajitreat. So I'm like, let me treat myself, let me show myself love. Today, the way I'm feeling low, let me just show myself some love here and there. Nilienda nikajitreat responsibly, sikuitikia ipite I think sidhani nilitumia more than 1,000 bob just to treat myself. I hope you can hear. I don't know, like the whole day ajakuwa na kelele. The minute I start doing this ndio wanakumbuka kuna misumari zinafaa kupigiliwa. But anyway, that is it. At least today we've kept it under 40 minutes. Congratulations to us. And I'm hoping whoever listens to this, that you're going to take it as something for you to, a blueprint for you to work with. Because even myself, najua nitakuja kusikiza hapa a few days later to motivate myself to continue living. Because watu wenye tumetoka kwa the life I've had, we don't treat ourselves. Don't wait even for an achievement for you to start celebrating. That was the last one. Don't wait for you to achieve something for you to start celebrating. Hata kama umefanya kitu, whatever you wanted to do haija work out, just treat yourself. There's this guy I used to know. that told me that whenever amefanya project, ameitumia do, amefanya hizo vitu zote, alafu ikose kuwork out, whatever money is left by that project inakuwaga imemkasirisha yote, anaendaga analewa yote, hataki hata kuiona. I don't think it's a good idea for you to go angrily like that, but even when you fail something, it's a lesson, it's learned, it's treat yourself the same way ungeji treat to okay juu achieve something. It's the same way you can just treat yourself to ile unasema, this was a lesson, I learned it, we move on to the next thing. So thank you for listening to the Y.A.N.G podcast. I've rambled until nimemaliza, but I'm trying as much as I can to keep them under 40 minutes. Yes. Also, final thoughts on the same thing. Not the same thing, like the Y.A.N.G podcast. We are still growing. We are still reaching out to people, and we are hoping to improve on that. And also, we still want people to come and share their stories. It doesn't have to be a depression story. It doesn't have to be anything negative. It just something that you've learned with your life that you wish maybe you had learned earlier than you did, or something that even if it's someone else's story and unajua inaweza toa mtu mahali ako, because like I said in the beginning when I was starting this podcast, my hope was i I could share experiences that advice or notes that made me realize just how much I wasn't grown, even at this big age, and even at that young age. Like vitu zingine umejibebea, umejiekea, you punish yourself all the time because you think that as an adult you're supposed to do these things in a certain way, but all along you didn't have the information, or you're not even that grown to be dealing with the things that you're dealing with. So if you have such type of stories, you're welcome to share it with us. Our email is the Y.A.N.G podcast. It's written in small letters. Y.A.N.G is Y.A.N.G. The Y.A.N.G podcast at outlook.com. Yes, that's it. So thank you for listening. See you in the next one. Bye.